What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Redneck TV channel, and today I'm going to tell y'all the top 5 best dip flavors. Alright guys, before I get into the video, I just want to apologize about my dirty hands. Because as y'all know, I've been working on my truck. If you watch my videos, you know I got a new truck and I've been working on it. And I have automotive class and I brought my truck to school and I've been working on it for a grade. It's awesome, you know, I can fix my truck up and get a grade for it. So I was working on it all day at school and I worked all the way to the end of the day on it, so I really didn't have time to scrub my hands all the way down with Gojo, so my nails are But what I've been doing to my truck, I've been fixing an exhaust leak and an oil leak, but the exhaust leak, it's that metal hose that goes up to the top of the throttle body and goes down to the manifold. It's broken off right there. I'm just gonna get a new hose because there's a hole in it and I can screw it back down in there. And with the oil leak, I'm pretty sure it's the front crank seal. I'm not sure. It might be both the back and front seals. I'm not sure, but pretty sure it's the front crank seal. But I actually found some new dang problems with it. They're not big at all, really, just $80 to fix them. There's a sensor on top of the throttle body that bolts to the side of it, and one of the nubs broke off of it. And it's my exhaust gas sensor. I think that's what it's called, but it's a vacuum or whatever the hell. I don't know what they're all called. But yeah, it's broken off, so I gotta get a new dang sensor, and that's like $60. And here's a problem that a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, it's horrible, but for me, you know, it's easy. I got an intake gasket leak. I have to take my whole entire throttle body off, all the dang vacuums, all the plug-ins and everything, just all the hoses and everything. Gotta take that off, then I gotta take the fuel rods off and just all that shit, the coil packs out, and then I gotta take the intake off, and then I gotta put a new gasket. So, you know, that'll take about 2 days or something. I work really fast. So I'm sorry if you're a liberal fucktard and I'm offending you with my dirty hands. But before we get into anything on the Redneck TV channel, as always, got a freaking pack ass dip. Copenhagen. You thought I was gonna say Copenhagen Vinegar, and actually today, Copenhagen Snuff. Just like 2 or 3 days ago, I just got this random craving for it, and I just crave Copenhagen Snuff. I just got a new can of it today when I usually get dip after school, and I was like, Copenhagen Snuff. I've been craving it. We're gonna crack this seal with our freakishly long nails. I really need to cut my nails really bad. I thought I did it last night, but I guess I forgot. I forget stupid shit like that all the time. Heck yeah, it's a lot better. The last Copenhagen Snuff can I bought, the lid was so loose I could like just with my fingers barely pull up, damn lid fall off. I could actually hold it upside down, jiggle it, lid come off. Can was a piece of shit. But you ain't got one in, pack one with me, y'all. Oh yes! A lot of people don't know how to dip Copenhagen Snuff, and if you're one of those people, I got a wonderful video. It's called How to Dip Fine Cut, and I explained how to pinch snuff, how to dip it, and it was a really good video. So if you don't know how to dip snuff, watch that video. Cheers. We need a few fillers, y'all. We pack fat dips here on the Redneck TV channel. So, yep. Yep. Peace. Won't you go drop by mudjug.com and get yourself one of these wonderful spittoons called Mud Jugs, and you'll receive 15% off with my promo code RNTV15. If you don't use my code, you're homosexual. But today, as I was saying, we're gonna go over my favorite, and just it's an opinion-based video about my top 5 favorite dips of all time. Now, if you don't agree with me, don't be an asshole. Because everybody, we have different taste buds, so obviously my top 5 is gonna be different than your top 5, so there ain't no point going, well, you like this dip, you're gay. Like, come on, dude. But we're gonna start this video off with number 5. And my number 5 favorite dip of all time will have to go to Copenhagen Mint. A lot of people don't like Copenhagen Mint anymore, but back in the day, before Copenhagen Mint was released nationwide, it tasted a lot different. I'm not sure why they changed the flavor of this when they released it nationwide, because I'm pretty sure they did. Either that or everybody's taste buds just, you know, changed. doubt it. They probably changed the flavor. But back then, this dip was, oh, it was just so good. Like, it was just so special because you couldn't get it anywhere. And then when you had a can, you were like, oh my gosh, dude, let me get a pinch. I'll give you $50 for a pinch, blah, blah. It was like the greatest thing ever. But when this first came out nationwide, I dipped it for a good 3 rolls, which is about 3 weeks. A roll lasts me a week, sometimes longer. I dip a can about every day, every 2 days. Depends how much I work. When I work a lot, I dip a lot. When I don't work a lot, if I'm just sitting on my ass inside all day, I don't dip a lot. Sometimes like 1 pinch a day when I'm just inside all day, which is rare. But after about 3 rolls or 3 weeks of dipping this shit, I just got extremely burnt out on it. I was like, and then I went back to my everyday dip. But every good once in a while, I'll be dipping my everyday dip or just other dips, and I'm just like, none of these are working, so I grabbed me some Coke Mint. Skull Extra Mint, that's pretty good too. I'll put it at number 6, but this is a top 5, so Skull Extra Mint. But yeah, but my number 4 favorite dip of all time would have to be Copenhagen Straight. I'm gonna match this up with Copenhagen Straight and Grizzly Straight because everybody usually gets burnt out on their everyday dip, and when I get burnt out on my everyday dip, I usually switch to straight for about a roll or 2, and then I'm right back to my everyday. But if I'm burnt out on straight, I go to mint. So, you know, this is like 1 step up above mint to me. But Grizzly Straight, it's pretty good too. A lot of people don't like Grizzly Straight. I just love the way Grizzly Straight feels in your mouth and just the flavor of it sometimes. It's a lot more stout than Copenhagen Straight. Copenhagen Straight's really sweet. It is to me anyway. But I know Outlaw said this. I believe he said it about straight. I'm not sure what flavor he said it about. But straight dips, Grizzly Straight, Cope Straight, Kayak Straight. No, not Kayak Straight. Tastes like shit. But straight dips, in my opinion, they're the best dips ever for like, if you are at a family event or like a get together or something, you eat a huge meal, Straight's the best right after that meal. There's just something about it, especially Grizzly Straight and Cope Straight. These two in particular. I don't have a Grizzly Straight can because I don't know. But it's just so good. Just eat a big meal and pack you a straight and you're just like, oh, I just love it. But my number 3 favorite dip of all time would have to go to Copenhagen Snuff. But with this dip, I'm going to tie it up with natural, original, and snuff because all 3 of those, they basically have the same flavor. There's little differences, but they're pretty much the same in flavor. So I'm gonna put all those, but Copenhagen Snuff in particular, I think they're better than original and natural. That's just my opinion. Got a lot more nicotine. I think it does anyway. But there's just something about snuff that makes you feel like a hard ass. Like say you're outside working, you know, chopping wood or whatever you do outside. Especially working on vehicles like cars and trucks, you know, taking the engine apart. Just something about having Copenhagen Snuff at those moments, just I love it. I think it's the best dip if you're working. I'm not sure why. It's just, maybe it's the cut and I don't know, it keeps you concentrated because you're constantly doing that. I don't know. Also like playing sports with Copenhagen Snuff. I play soccer. I used to play baseball and baseball, Cope Snuff, you know. Just if you're doing activities, Copenhagen Snuff. But if you're a beginner and you can't really dip Cope Snuff, I'd try Cope Natural Extra Long Cut, which is extremely easy to dip. Copenhagen Original, it's a medium cut, so it's not as easy to dip, but it's a lot easier to dip than Snuff. Yeah, top 3, Copenhagen Snuff. But my number 2 favorite dip of all time, without a doubt, it's gonna have to be Kodiak Wintergreen. Now, Kodiak Wintergreen and Grizzly Wintergreen, they got a lot of similarities. I'm gonna match them up, but I'm gonna have to say I like Kodiak a lot more than Grizzly. In my opinion, Grizzly Wintergreen is like Kodiak's retarded stepbrother. They taste a lot similar, but just Kodiak, it's cut, it's moistness, it's just the way it feels in your mouth. It's just so high quality. Let me remind you, Kodiak is very expensive. It's like double the price of Copenhagen or Grizzly. It's like $4.30 a can around here, which is expensive because you get Copenhagen for about $2.39. But when I get burnt out on my everyday dip, I switch straight to Grizzly Wintergreen because it's cheaper than Kodiak. I'd rather have Kodiak, but you know, it's just cheaper. But then when I get burnt out on Grizzly, I go to the old Kodiak. Very expensive, but you know, sometimes we gotta treat ourselves good. So yeah, this is my number 2 favorite dip, and this is like 2.5, I guess. But for these kinds of dips, I love playing video games with Kodiak Wintergreen. I'm not sure why. I play PS4 every once in a while. When I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I just like to grab me a can of Kodiak and, you know, just something about it. The flavor lasts really long, and it's just a good gaming dip. Or when I'm editing videos, I like Kodiak or Grizzly, just something about them, not sure why. Yep. But my number one favorite dip of all time, y'all already know what it is. Half of y'all already know what it is. If you watch my videos, you know what it is. It's so good. I love it so much. I dip it every single day. It's just my favorite overall. I've been on it ever since I started dipping, which was in 7th grade. I'm a junior now, so about 5 years I've been on this stuff, off and on. I'd get burnt out on it, but you know, I'd only get burnt out on it for about a month, and then I'll go straight back to this because it's just so good. It is Copenhagen Wintergreen. I bought this can with my Cope Snuff today. I'm not sure why I lied and said I got Cope Snuff instead of Wintergreen earlier in the video, but I bought both of these. So the seal's uncracked. Just look how sexy this can is. I just love the way Copenhagen looks. But Copenhagen Wintergreen, it's a wintergreen. I think it's a sweeter wintergreen in my opinion. It's not real stout like Grizzly or Kodiak. It's just real sweet. It's not really mellow. It's just got this cool flavor to it. It's just real soothing. I love Copenhagen Wintergreen, okay? I've been dipping it for a really long time. I'm probably gonna dip it the rest of my life off and on like I've been doing since I started dipping. This is the best dip for going to bed, working, playing video games, just everything. It's like a universal dip. All activities, Copenhagen Wintergreen. Especially in school, when you're in class, you know, just feeling tired, you know, I pack me a Cope Wintergreen and wakes me right up. Not sure why, it just makes me concentrate in school a lot better. Makes my grades better. I love driving with Copenhagen Wintergreen. I'm not sure why, you know, just in a truck with the window down, boom, 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 have the tires, boom, 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 because they're so big. Truck sitting on like 62. You got a Cope Wintergreen, you got your mud jug, but you got a roadie in your truck, of course, so it can fit in your cup holder. You're just sitting there, it's just so badass. But of course, just like every single dip out there is some downsides to Copenhagen Wintergreen. But Copenhagen, like most of the flavors, but Copenhagen Wintergreen in general, there is so many stems in the cut. It's just, I hate stems in my dip. Just, it's real rough on your gums and I hate it. But of course, you can always pick out the stems out of your dip while you got it in and flick them away, you know. It's not really that big of an issue. But when you get down to your last pinch mark with Copenhagen Wintergreen, it's just full of stems because the stems are the heaviest and they're the last to get pinched. So your last pinch, it's gonna be really stemmy. But if there was a dip with Kodiak's cut and Copenhagen's flavor and nicotine, oh, that would be the best dip ever. Oh my gosh, I would dip this stuff every day. I'd never switch. It'd be great. I really wish they made a dip like that. Heck, I might even make a dip like that. I'd call it the Redneck TV Wintergreen. That'd be retarded. I wouldn't make any sales. I'd be a failing business. But yeah, my number one favorite dip of all time has to be Copenhagen Wintergreen. But before I get off here, I just want to mention that next video, I will be doing a Q&A. I've done a Q&A before, and a lot of y'all seem to like that Q&A, so why don't I just come out with a Q&A number 2? Please, if you can, try to refrain from questions that was already answered in the first Q&A, or any time that I've answered a question, don't ask that question. I swear there's going to be a dumbass, hey Redneck TV, what's your favorite dip? Redneck TV, what's your top 5 favorite dips? Like, there's literally people there's going to be a question, just but with this Q&A, I want to answer some really funny questions. So if you have like a funny question, I don't have to be serious at all. You can ask that. But of course, if you're more mature, ask a serious question because I want to answer some of those too. And also with this Q&A, a couple of y'all, you know, ask some fuck, marry, kills. If you don't know what a fuck, marry, kill is, it's where you select 3 different people. They can be famous or people that I would know. And you would say, would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? And then say these 3 people and then, you know, I think those are funny. So I want to answer maybe 2 or 3 of those, so, you know, ask a few of them. But that's all I got for you today on the Redneck TV channel. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments. Is this your top 5 favorite? You know, if this isn't your top 5 favorite, I'd love to read your comment and see what your top 5 favorite is. But if you like this video or I entertained you at all, or you completely agree with me, or you're just a dipper, then make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Support me from the liberal fucktards that'll accidentally click on this video and shit talk me because of my dirty hands, my Confederate flag, and my personality. So you gotta support me from all those little cancers to society by giving me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, look at my content. I try so hard on these videos, I at least deserve a subscribe. I mean, hot diggity damn. Make sure to tap that little bell beside the subscribe button and make it ring so every time I upload, you get a notification when I upload and we'll all be happy. And remember, always keep on dipping and keep on spitting. Wow. Boom!
a little dip of skull never hurt no one at all. Then I've never seen anyone get so mad from a little bit of spit on his John Deere hat. But I spit on him once, spit on him twice, spit skull on the fella in the second row.
Well, he turned around and nearly broke my nose. I got a big fat lip, 2 black eyes, should've just went and dipped outside.